Let's work smarter, not harder. In this video, I'm spilling the beans on my top tips for making these 9 kitchen deep cleaning tasks quicker, simpler, and more efficient. So get ready to save time and energy. We are starting off with the floors. This is actually the night before I get to the rest of these tasks. I had just finished a kitchen's closed routine checklist and vacuumed the floors. Now I sprayed them down with my Thieves all-purpose spray and then use my Shark steam mop to finish them up. If you're curious what a kitchen's closed routine checklist is, I will link my video explaining exactly what that is in the description box below. Okay, let's move on to the dishwasher. Deep cleaning the dishwasher ensures you get sparkly clean dishes every time you run it. I'm starting with taking out the filter. If you don't know where your filter is located or how to get it out, simply YouTube the make and model of your dishwasher and the words filter removal, and you should get some video recommendations. If not, simply look up your manual online. I sprayed down my filters with my homemade Dawn Power Wash. I loved using Dawn Power Wash, but indicated in an older video that even the free and clear version had this overpowering pear fragrance that gave me a headache. Then one of my subscribers, Michelle, gave me the recipe for a homemade version, and I am obsessed. Basically, you want to keep the empty power wash bottle and fill it with 1 tablespoon rubbing alcohol, 2 tablespoons dish soap. I use Molly Suds unscented version so that it is actually free and clear from any dyes or toxins. And then I fill the rest with water. It saves me money and a headache and works just as well in my opinion. After letting the filters sit for a little, then rinsing, I spray down the entire interior with the spray also. Return the filters and then add a bowl of distilled white vinegar to the top rack and run a sanitizing cycle. By the way, if you're new here, I'm Andrea, and here on Home Family Management, the YouTube channel, I share the systems, habits, routines, tips, and tactics that I have learned and found to help me run my home more simply and efficiently as a stay-at-home mom. Moving on to the microwave, the more often you clean this, the easier it is. I place a microwave-safe bowl of water with some distilled white vinegar and a lemon cut in half in the microwave and run it for 7 minutes. It's going to get all nice and steamy in there, and the vinegar and the lemon will help break down that stuck on grease and food, making it a breeze to wipe off after it's cooled slightly. Think of your kitchen like a garden. It's all about regular TLC. Just like a gardener picks weeds before they get out of hand and take over, keeping your kitchen neat and tidy before the messes multiply and become too hard to handle. Maintaining your kitchen appliances is like feeding your plants. A little love goes a long way. Care for your appliances, fix stuff early, and you'll dodge major kitchen disasters. By keeping it chill and giving your kitchen some regular love, it's always ready for your chef duties. No need to deal with a wild jungle of a mess later. So keep it up, and you'll have a hassle-free cooking haven that makes your job easier. Now I am just using my Thieves all-purpose spray on the exterior of the microwave and the cabinets directly above the microwave. Are you keeping up with us on Instagram? Over there, we dive deeper into our daily life, share quick tips, and host live sessions every Monday morning for our Monday meeting. If you haven't joined us yet, just click the link below or search at Home Family Management on Instagram to stay in the loop. Let's tackle the ever tedious task of cleaning off the stovetop. One of the most time-consuming and daunting kitchen cleaning tasks, if you ask me. It's made a little easier by keeping up with it routinely and using that homemade version of the Dawn Power Wash to break down the grime and do the heavy lifting for me. I spray down the entire stovetop with that homemade power wash. Let it sit, then use a reusable Swedish dishcloth to wipe it down. I like using these Swedish dishcloths on the stovetop because they are super absorbent. They can be rinsed out in the sink to clear out all the food particles and grease, plus they can be washed, dried, and reused. So it saves me a ton of paper towels for dirty messes like this that I prefer not to use a microfiber cloth on. I have these exact ones linked in the description box below. Don't you just get tired chasing fame and being pretty all the time? Doesn't sound like fun. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I want to be silly, baby, dance the night away. I'll kick my shoes off if I want. Let yourself be free and maybe you will find that there is more to life than being pretty. Honey, let's just face it. You can do better. Let me show you what a good time looks like. You can do better, so much better. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without. Once all that gunk is gone, I shine it up with my Thieves all-purpose spray and then wipe it down with a microfiber cloth. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, you don't have to hide it. Baby, let your head down, be a little wilder. Baby, kick your shoes off, don't hide it. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit into your box. Beauty queens without no flaws. You can do better. I dare you to be wilder. I don't fit. Finishing up the stovetop by spraying down, scrubbing, rinsing, and drying the burner grates that sit on top of the gas burners. I really wanted to get it right, trying to find some balance in my life, but I never really put up a fight, didn't follow my dreams, and Did you know we have a weekly newsletter? If you are liking these tips and want more motivation delivered straight to your inbox every Sunday night to get you ready for the week ahead, join our weekly emailed homemaking motivation community using the link in the description box below. Staying on top of your kitchen cleaning tasks, that way it's easier and quicker to complete, sounds good and all, but how do we get ourselves to actually do the things we know we need to do? Let me share some tips. Tip number 1 is to know what needs to be done. Start by clearly defining what tasks need to be done in your kitchen. Make a list. Awareness is step number 1. Tip number 2 is to create a routine. Go through that list and identify how often and when these tasks should be completed. Should they be done daily, weekly, monthly, or quarterly? Are you going to do them on a certain day or time of the day? Make a plan. A goal of an easily maintained kitchen is nothing without a plan. Tip number 3 is to track it. Make a checklist and check off the task as you do it. Using a checklist gives you positive reinforcement, keeps you motivated, and lets you know what tasks are slipping and which ones are becoming habitual. If you can work on implementing these 3 tips when it comes to kitchen cleaning, I promise you, deep cleaning the kitchen will no longer be this huge monster task that seems too big to handle. One task that I like to break up into smaller tasks, that way I'm not discouraged to get started, is the cabinet doors. I break them up into sections: lower cabinets, upper cabinets, and island cabinets. Today I am just doing the lower cabinets, and I'll make note of that on my checklist so I know to rotate to either the upper cabinet or the island cabinets next week. Moving the small appliances and whatever else is on my counters and spraying down the backsplash and the counters with my Thieves all-purpose spray is broken up into sections as well. And this week I focused on the counter section where my air fryer sits.
be shy. I will let my guard down. I wanna laugh out loud. Talk a little deeper, kiss a little harder. I wanna laugh.
I also like to use a wet Swedish dishcloth to dust off everything that goes back on the counter before putting it back.
Lights out, hearts beating faster in a minute. I'm high on slow dancing with you. 1, 2, 3, keep it going, last forever. All blacked out, then flying with you. I don't care that my mind's gone insane and my heart will burst into flames. No, I don't care about the heartache and pain, just don't let the memories fade. We know we are lost, in love with the lust, but heart drums the mind, so we'll win anyway. Yeah, we own the sun, naive wild.
I think it's important to note here that I am not a natural at this home keeping stuff. When I first became a stay-at-home mom almost 8 years ago now, I had no plan and no success metrics. It was only when I made the connection of running my home just like how I managed a tanning salon back in college that I developed these systems and routines, and it has made me a happier, more confident and fulfilled homemaker. And that is why I love to share my systems with you, so you too can see your value and take pride in your job as a homemaker.
Heart will burst into flames. No, I don't care about the heartache and pain, just don't let the memories fade. We know we are lost, in love with the lust, but heart drums the mind, so we'll win anyway. Yeah, we own the sun, naive, wild and drunk. Oh, 'cause it's all when I'm with you, I'm with you.
When I was managing a tanning salon back in college, I was in charge of checking on the cleanliness of each room. And if someone had spilled lotion or got fingerprints anywhere in the room, as soon as that bed turned on and started glowing, those stains and dust showed up like highlighters. So it was so important that every square inch of the floor, the shelves, the walls, and baseboards were spotless. And I think that is why I focus so much on baseboards and keeping them clean weekly. Just a habit now to see that dust build up and want it gone.
It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. People are smiling, making plans, hiding behind their shades, and you're doing the same. No rain, no
Last but not least, let's clean the sink and get it all shiny. To clean my sink, I use this metal shaker bottle filled with baking soda and sprinkle a light layer over the entire sink. Then I spray it down with straight up distilled white vinegar. It causes that bubbly reaction which helps pull up all the built-in dirt. Let it sit, then scrub it down and rinse.
You're so damn cold. It never rains in California. The sun is always shining bright. But if the sky would open up, you're staying home, you don't get out. You always used to love the rain, but
Thank you so much for watching. Remember, here at Home and Family Management, we take our jobs seriously. We prioritize growth in all areas of life. We get done what needs to get done in order to have the time and energy to focus on whatever it is that brings actual joy to us and ours. I'll be back next week with another habit, system, tip, trick, or tactic to help you run your home more simply and efficiently. Talk to you soon.